We talk a lot about delivering the right message at the right time to the right user. And one of the reasons Google has been pretty successful is that we've done a decent job delivering on that promise. Customers tell search engines what they want to do, what they want to buy, what they want to research, and this allows brands to put the right message in front of them without much guesswork. This was much easier to do before mobile. We now see around 30 to 40% of queries coming from mobile devices. We are seeing over 50% of options and futures coming from mobile devices, and other categories and verticals are seeing closer to 60 to 70%. So mobile is becoming the front door for every company, and these devices are only getting smarter. What does that mean? Well, mobile is the opportunity now, and machine learning is next. So over the next couple of minutes, I wanted to just talk to you about the three most important things we need to focus on to really drive the growth for TDA. The three things are going to be pivoting to profit, two is going to be around automation, and the third is audience and not cookies. So for pivoting to profit, there are billions of searches per day and an average of around 4 words per search query. So we need to move to the only thing that ultimately matters to your business, and it's more around metrics more around profit versus cost. We know that Tim Hockey cares a great deal about this, and we know that you've made a lot of progress moving from cost per acquisition to net new assets, but we still need to do some work and move from net new assets to profit. To be able to measure for profit, we need to first ensure that we're identifying the full economic value for all outcomes. So we need to look at conversions across all channels, so cross-device measurement, tracking calls, tracking branch visits, and also looking at app downloads. We know prospects are looking to talk to advisors to help with guidance on complicated products like IRA or rollover. We know that outflows has been an issue, and what better way to ensure your customers are happy than making it really easy for them to call and speak to a specialist who can help them. People with your app trade more often and are more valuable and more profitable, yet about 60% of your customers don't have your app. We have immediate recommendations and can help implement this within a week or two. The expected results are around $400 million in net new assets over the course of the year. And by doing this, it'll help us to move to stage 2, so the first being pivoting to profit, the second being automation. Automation powered by machine learning. Google has made a ton of investments in this space. We have over 1,200 PhDs working on this. 4 years ago, you could only get so much information from a query, right? The keyword and maybe the location. Whereas now there's billions of searches per day. We can see what device, what their location, whether they're a customer or prospect, time of day. No human-powered search strategy can deliver on this promise of the right message at the right time. And this is where machine learning and automation comes in. It adapts and it learns and constantly evolves behavior for your customers. We're working with Adobe, but we have solutions which we feel can help reduce complexity and give you a real competitive advantage. We're providing recommendations to the search team to launch a return on ad spend automated bid strategy, and we're confident that we can deliver better results than we're getting now. So it's worth testing. The last one is audience, right? So pivoting to profit, number 1, automation, number 2, and the third is audience and not cookies. Your customer data is invaluable, and you've invested in a lot of different technology partners, but I know you're having some difficulties connecting the dots. And so we want to work with your team to classify and tier your top customers based on past, present, and future value. Then we want to use the Google audience signals and capabilities to really grow and expand that audience. There was an auto insurer that identified 30,000 folks and clients that were most likely to churn and partnered with us to deliver custom messages when these customers were researching their insurance options. And driving these customers to agents and call centers resulted in a retention rate of 85% of their at-risk customers. So it works. Again, to summarize, pivoting to profit, automation, and understanding audiences and not cookies. So we believe you're on stage 1 at the moment, And there are three specific things to help get you to pivot to profit and move to stage two. It's crucial that we identify the economic value of all outcomes by measuring cross-device, measuring calls, measuring branch visits, and app downloads. And we feel these changes can deliver over $400 million of net new assets in 2017.